on food waste. Joining us now is Pennsylvania dairy farmer Brett Reinford. Thank you so much for joining us, Brett. We're really happy you're with us.
Christina.
Talk about...
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good, good. You know, it's a busy day for you. You had a chance to have the ear of the Ag Secretary. Give us a recap of the discussion.
Sure. It was quite an honor, actually, today to be able to sit down with Secretary Perdue and raise awareness to the food waste issue in our country and around the world, really. There was about 15 different people there today from various organizations that kind of shared with the Secretary on what their ideas were on how to reduce food waste here in this country. And so it was just a really good discussion, just raising awareness to the food waste issue here. It was really unique to see so many different ideas being presented.
So is he as nice of a guy in person as we see when we see these clips of him on television?
Definitely a very easy guy to talk to, and definitely very engaged in this issue particularly as well. And so, you know, I felt that the meeting went very well, and we're looking forward to seeing what comes out of his office because of this meeting.
Absolutely. Talk about your big takeaway from today.
Sure. So I think the big takeaway today for me was just raising awareness about the issue. There was a congresswoman and a congressman there today that helped write policy on food waste, and so just kind of educating them and Secretary Perdue on the issue and you know, and telling them what we can do to help be part of the solution.
Okay, well, you're already part of the solution. Tell us a little bit about your operation back home. I understand your family uses a methane digester to process food waste into energy.
Sure, yeah. So we're dairy farmers. We have about 700 cows in central Pennsylvania. I farm with my parents and my three siblings, and about 10 years ago, we built a methane digester that the reason for us building it was to reduce odor. And what we found out very quickly is that if we put food waste into it, we can produce a whole lot more methane, which produces more energy. And on our farm, we produce enough electricity for about 100 homes and our farm. And so over the last 10 years, we've been averaging about 3,000 to 4,000 tons of food waste coming into our farm every year and turning it into a renewable source of energy and heat.
Okay, that's outstanding, and I really look forward to finding out more about your operation. What is it called? Your farm?
I'm sorry.
Oh, your farm?
Oh, sorry. Our farm is Reinford Farms. I'm sorry, you broke up there.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. You know, it's live television. It happens. Before we go to break, it must be tough as a dairy farmer right now. We know commodity prices have been tough. A lot of things coming with NAFTA as well. What are conditions like back at home?
Yeah, so you know, speaking of milk, I guess, and dairy, it's you know, it's been a tough couple years here for just about any dairy farm, and you know, we've always been optimistic, and we're optimistic now. We love what we do. We have a passion for what we do. You know, diversifying into food waste has certainly helped us manage through this downturn. But you know, looking at the year ahead, things look like they're turning around, and so again, we're optimistic, and you know, we love what we do, and so we don't see us doing anything else anyway.
Happy to hear it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Pennsylvania dairy farmer Brett Reinford, really appreciate your time joining us from the AFBF Washington.